Hello and welcome everyone to another video by LyteByte Studios. Uh, this video is going to be over the new game that just came out to open beta, For Honor. It's on the open beta as of this morning, February 9th at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be open through Sunday, February 12th. Keep in mind, this is an open beta game, still in beta. Even though it is mostly finished, it works, runs very nice. Some of the stuff could change that I'm about to tell you. Uh, Also, as of current, I cannot find the campaign. I may just be blind and cannot find the place where you go to start the uh, campaign, but I can't find it. So, in case you didn't know what For Honor even is, For Honor is a melee fighting game, kind of like uh, kind of like fighting games like Street Fighter games, but with knights and Vikings and samurais and swords and metal and lots of death. You're going to be paired against either AIs or you're going to be paired against other people. So currently there's three factions, and when you first start up the game, you'll be asked to pick a faction. That really has no effect on your gameplay, your personal gameplay. It's more of on the faction wars, which I'll talk a little bit about later. It doesn't affect your gameplay. So the three factions are the Knights, the Samurai, and the Vikings. So from the Knights, you have the three playable classes: the Wardens, which are masters of the longsword; the Conqueror, which carries a mace and a big shield; and the Peacekeeper, which is a swift and deadly assassin kind of class. And then the fourth class, I don't know where this really fits in, but it's the Lawbringer, and he's a huge dude wearing a huge armor and carries a pole axe around. So I haven't played at him or as him or against him, so I have no idea. Then you have the Samurai, which are you have the Kensei, which is kind of the bigger, he's adaptable uh, member of the samurai class or the faction. You have the Nobushi, which is a long-range, versatile kind of assassin, and then you have the Orochi, which is a very agile, counter-attacking. He prefers to uh, stop the enemy attacks and then get in and deal a bunch of damage and get back out. And then the final one is the Shogoki or Shuguki or something like that. It's a very confusing name. Uh, which is a giant man with a lot of armor, and he carries a giant club with spikes on it. Again, haven't played him. Looks really cool though. The third faction is the Vikings, which are consistent of three classes. The first one being the Raider, which is a big buff dude that's kind of slow, but he's a very heavy hitter. Then you have the Warlord, which is kind of like the Conqueror, except he has a sword and a shield instead. And then you have the Berserker, which is a short range melee kind of uh, really combo-y attacker that does a lot of damage if you don't block her attacks. Uh, At first, you get the three basic classes unlocked, which would be the Warden, the Raider, and the Kensei, because these are all the easy ones. They want you to start off kind of simple, and then you can unlock more. You can recruit other classes with steel you get from leveling up and just playing games in general. Uh, there are multiple different game modes. The first one is Dominion. In this game mode, there's points A, B, and C. A and C are kind of side points. B is the main point where you push minions into their side to capture it. And then A and C, you have to have someone stand on it. Once you capture it, it'll generate points, the first to 1,000. And to kill all of the enemy team at one time wins. It's kind of a sudden death sort of thing. Now the next two are Brawl and Duel. Duel is a 1v1 that's kind of, I would say, one of probably the best just for how the mechanics of this game are. Dominion can get a little crazy sometimes. Duel is just a 1v1. You can do it against bots or other players. Brawl is similar. It's a 2v2, and you can play it against bots, and it's the best of 5 on both of those. The first person to get 3 basically wins. Then there's the deathmatch. I haven't really played this, but it's basically, it has no objectives. It's what it is. It's deathmatch. You just kill the opposing team. there's two game modes. There's the elimination 4v4. There's no respawns, and then there's a skirmish with a point objective, and the first to 1,000 wins. Now the faction war is basically when you start it up, you'll pick a faction, and there's the three factions, of course: the knights, the samurai, and the vanguard, or the Vikings. Why did I say Vanguard? Anyway, every faction has a territory. It updates every 6 hours. Every 2 weeks, a round ends, and after 5 rounds, the season ends. The cooldown will last for a small period of time before the next season opens. And if your factions win, you are awarded various items and abilities. Also, when you play the game and you level up and you just play, you get items and you get different abilities for the current class that you're playing. This can help you to excel at what you're good at, or possibly cover some of your weaker spots. After a faction takes control of another, you'll be able to tell who controls that area based on the banners and the cosmetic items based on the area you're in. Every season end will transfer artist attributes to the next one. That way everything you do in For Honor is not forgotten. So if you want to download this open beta, head on over to Steam or to Uplay and just download the open beta. It's free for now. When it comes out later, it'll be $60. But I think it's very worth it. It's very fun, and it feels like you're actually doing something. When you pull off a really good combo, it feels really rewarding. This download is going to be about an 18 to 20 gigabyte download. You can play for free until Sunday at 5 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you give it a chance. Don't. I played with a friend earlier, and he was not very happy. He kind of got a little mad, and I told him to go cool down. He doesn't know what he's doing yet. None of us know what we're doing yet, but we're gonna give it our best shot and try to give it a chance before we decide whether or not it's a crappy game. I mean, $60, that's a lot of money, so you can't just go buying stuff willy-nilly. The full game releases on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So, well, that's all I have for Honor. Go check it out. Make sure you follow us, LyteByte Studios, on vid.me for new videos and updates. Follow us on Twitter to see all the updates outside of the videos. And let us know your favorite class to play down in the comments, and let us know what your thoughts are on the game. Thank you, and have a good day.